Well, all right, folk. We're gonna start off with some boondock breakfast. Gonna heat this up. I got a slice of bologna. We have some ham. We have some cheddar cheese. We have some capicola, and we have some pepperoni. Gonna let this warm up. Let some meat. Let the cheese melt, and then we're going to grill the bun. And alrighty, folk. Breakfast is served. This with a cup of coffee. Good to go. Let's get this day going, folk. So, all right, folk. Can you see Butchie? Where's Butchie? Is there Butchie? There's Butchie. So, sitting here waiting with Butchie. Sooner or later, Tito is going to be coming out, and we're going to take a ride across the bridge over to Portland. And we're going to go check out the Vanitarium, get her started up, and get some stuff out of her. So, catch you later, folk. And for today's boondocking lunch, we got some chili going up. I'm throwing in a couple of hot dogs here. Got some bread. We're going to have some chili dogs. So, all right, folk. Well, you got a hawk here. And this is not the hawk that comes to see me. This is, I believe, a broadwing hawk, I think. Much smaller than the red tail. And that tells me that the red tail's not around because hawks do not hang out with each other at all. You'll have one species of hawk around. Oop, he saw something. Well, all right, folk. So, been doing pretty gosh dang good on the weight loss and everything. So, having a little cheat day. Got myself, they got a special 2 pieces of pizza and a soda for $5. So, I got a Dr. Pepper with it. So, pizza and Dr. Pepper for dinner tonight. Doing really good. Have lost more weight. From the last time I looked, it's been, I think, 10 down so far from when I left Ohio. I do want to go in and check at the I got the community health center right here, and my doc said I could come in from time to time to get myself weighed. So we're gonna check that out, see if I'm staying on course, which I do believe I am because everything's fitting awesome and I'm feeling way better. So anyways, gonna chow this. Get back to you in a little bit. All right, folk. Come on, Butchie. So we got Butchie is a spider for Halloween. Come on, bud. Spider Butch for Halloween. Spider Butch, Spider Butch. Come on, bud. Well, all right, folks. So you're looking back at me over here. Somebody just served a lady in her car, most likely crack. Served her some crack, and we've got about 3-4 officers over there pulled up, and whoop, whoop, whoop. So the lady in the car is going to jail, and who knows about the one who sold it. See what the cops do. Who knows? But typical life on the north end out here, folks. Well, folk, and we'll cross over here. And they're on the corner again, and it looks like we've got another arrest going on. So they're starting to clean up for Halloween, I guess, folk. Life on the north end. So there we go, folk. Today's dinner. It's the fried rice, the Uncle Brent's fried rice, and the Spam from Walmart. It's going to be some good eating. All right, folk. So, all right, folk. Well, a bit early in the morning because somebody decided he had to go out and use the bathroom nice and early. So, I had to let him out and decided to stay up, which is pretty cool. I'm glad I did because I discovered at the end of the road here they were having a bit of like a clothes drive and everything. And that's one thing about big folk is we know most likely there's not going to be no clothes for us. Big folk don't get rid of their clothes. But one thing I did find that I thought was pretty freaking cool, a brand new Jets blanket. I was like, oh, heck yes. It was packed towards the back, and I asked her, can I get that Jets blanket? And she's like, oh, yeah. I said, as hard it is to admit, I am a Jets fan. So I was pretty psyched on that. But they had some coffee down there, a donut, and that was pretty cool. Well, folk, right now we are at Wally World, and this guy up here in the front seat, he puked all over the place up here while I was in there. And I'm looking at it, and it's because somebody got into some food that he wasn't supposed to eat, and he's puking everywhere. So now I've got to clean this up before I put my groceries in here. Freaking Butchie. Well, right, folks. So we're back from Walmart, parked again. I don't think somebody's feeling very good right now. He, like I said, he threw up 3 times in the front seat area. I had to clean all that up before I put the food in here while we were at Walmart. And then when we got back, he went outside and I let him go to the bathroom, and it did not look very pleasant, I'll tell you that. So I think somebody's not feeling good, which is what happens when he eats stuff off the street that he's not supposed to. He gets to it sometimes right before I can get to him. But anyway, so we did some good shopping. Didn't spend too much. I was happy it was under 100. So, but we got some burger, we got some pierogies, got some taquitos, and I got some sandwich meat and bread. Oh, and coffee creamer. But I'm trying the peppermint mocha. See how that is for creamer. The most expensive thing I got was propane, and I got is it right over? Yeah, it's right over here. I got the 4-pack, and I remember when I first started Vanlife, I would get the 2 packs, and they would usually be around $8. Now they're 10 and change, and if I remember correctly, I want to say it was 15 and change for the 4-pack, maybe 16 and change. I want to say it was 15 and change for the 4-pack, and it's up to 18 and change now. So price has gone up on the propane big time. Other than that, yeah, we just, did our shopping, came back. Nothing else is going on except for somebody not feeling good. So I got to watch him today, and then I'm going to head off, and we're hopefully going to do Saturday buffet. So we're going to look into that, and catch you soon. Later, folks. Yeah, and another thing I noticed, and this has to be rather recent, because I do not remember them being there even before I left for Ohio this last time. So this has to be within a few months. There are now no overnight parking signs at the Walmart here in Cromwell, Connecticut. They have never been there before. They've never had a problem. I'm going on 6 years of van life, and not once have I slept in a Walmart parking lot. So that was actually on the to-do list this time. I was going to go to Cromwell and stay at the Walmart parking lot, but it looks like I'm not going to do it now. And honestly, as much as it sucks, I can't blame them folk, because one of the things that's happening is, like, you got Cromwell, and right next to it's Middletown, which is where I'm at. And the thing about Middletown is it is a recovery town, meaning they have a lot of rehabs here. There's a lot of mental health here. There are a lot of programs here to help people get to housings and so forth. So a lot of towns send their addicts here, and they end up getting on a program here. And unfortunately, as I've said before, there's a 90th percentile chance of failure for them. And a lot of the times they end up screwing up, relapsing, they're back out here, and they're on the streets again. And some of them start thinking about, getting a vehicle and living in their vehicle. And it's not like they want to live van life or RV life or anything like that. It's nothing like that. It's just a way to supplement money. Ooh, I don't have to pay rent. I don't have to pay anybody money, and I can buy more drugs. So now that's what happened at the Cromwell Walmart. Is I remember it was at least 2 weeks that this big old RV was broke down in their parking lot. And I guess the people were being very nice to them and not getting them towed and everything. But I would go to Walmart, and I would see people coming in and out, and I knew who some of them were because they were from my town, and I know they did dope, So basically, you got a big rolling freaking a dope house, and it's right there in Walmart. And then you get a lot of people who become homeless, and they're living in the cars and everything, and they don't respect this lifestyle. For some, this is a lifestyle. Van lifers, RVers, nomads, so forth. These people are just junkies living in their car. And one thing I've said time and time again, and I'll say it again, if you don't have respect for yourself, you're not going to have respect for anybody else. So they pee in their jugs and just toss them out in the driveway. If they have pets, they just let their pets walk around and poop everywhere. They don't pick it up. I pick up all of Butchie's poop. And they just have no respect. So then, like I said, years. As a matter of fact, I met Nomadic Fanatic at the Cromwell Walmart. I met him there. I took a picture of him. Maybe I'll try and throw this up there. I took a picture of him with him and everything. You know, that's where I met Nomadic Fanatic, which was pretty cool. But now, you know, when I was first coming in, I'm like, oh man, big, huge sign, red sign, white letters, no overnight parking. And when you get towards the area that I'm parking, there's another way you could come in and out. Big, huge, again, red sign, big white letters, no overnight parking. And it says no overnight truck parking. So it looks like they're not even really letting the trucks overnight park. But that really sucks because that was on my to-do list. I haven't stayed at a Walmart. I wanted to go stay at a Walmart. So I don't know. Maybe I'll try and find another one. And another thing that this reminds me of is a while back when I was first doing Vanlife. I was out in Ohio at the moment, and I watched a video from Matty Van Halen, I believe. And he was talking about, is it getting harder to do van life? Is it getting harder to find places to park and everything? And at the time, I was like, no, man, I don't know what he's talking about. And I was in total disagreement because I'd had no problem out here. But slowly and surely, and I think a lot of this has to do with COVID, because a lot of people became homeless, a lot of people lost their jobs and everything during COVID. So now, a lot of them went out, you know, they're in their cars, you know, and they don't know how to live this life. They don't respect this life, so they screwed up for everybody else. Yeah, so now I'm kind of in agreement with them. It's getting a little harder to live this life, and not to mention Trump. Trump kind of wants to say we're all crazy and put us in the loony bin for living this way as well. So who the heck knows? But anyways, I got Butchie over here. Hey, Butchie. And he seems to be feeling a lot better. So anyways, I'm going to end up taking off and going to get some Saturday buffet and be right back with you. So, all right, so I decided for today's Saturday buffet, we're going to come down here to Street Ministries with Pastor Watson, and we're just going to chow down here with everybody here. Saturday buffet with the Lord. All right, folks.
I can't do this without you. I can't move forward without you. He had to change his position. He had to let God know that here I am, poor and needy. Here I am, poor and needy. And I recognize who you are, God, and I am nothing without you. God, I need you to answer my prayer. And everybody wants God to answer their prayer. Everybody who prays wants God to turn around and answer their prayer. But I also hear the word he says, be humble. Over in 2 Chronicles 7 and 14, I'm not going to read the whole verse, but it says, if my people who are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray. See, you got to learn how to be humble and turn around and pray.
So, all right, folks. Well, that was cool. Haven't really stopped off at Street Fire Ministries for a while since I've been back in Connecticut. So figured I'd go say hi to everybody real quick. But check out what they had over there. So we got some pasta. We got some salad. Good looking salad. Got an awesome cookie, some bread. And we're going to chow down. Well, alrighty, folk. I think that's going to be about it for this one. Butchie boy. Alright, so we got the Butchie chilling. He seems to be feeling much better. He's bouncing around again like he usually does. So that's a good thing. But we're pretty much done for the night. Nothing else going on, so we're going to call this a video. And until next time, don't forget, always forward to the next adventure. The vlog is down.